So I'm here with Amy. Amy, how old are you?
I'm 49.
Are you originally from Pomona?
Yes.
What's your current situation right now? Are you homeless?
I am. And I'm also very new to this. I've never been homeless before the last 3 years. So, yeah.
How'd you end up homeless?
I went to jail. I don't really want to say what I went to jail over, but yeah, I went to jail. And when I got out, because I worked my whole life as a nurse, they had taken away my SSI and my disability, and they said something about a lack of paperwork to me, and then they just told me, oh, well, start over. It could take 1 to 5 years. And I do have health issues, and I really can't work right now. And it's really my first time in life ever doing this bad. I've always had a job. I've always done what I'm supposed to do. And unfortunately, yeah, that's what happened.
How long have you been out here in the streets?
3 years.
3 years already? And you said you were a nurse?
I was for several years, CNA.
How long were you a nurse for?
CNA about 17 years, 18 years, something like that.
17 years.
A long time. And now, because of the nature of my crime, why I went to jail, I can no longer pass a live scan, and I no longer have a career in that either. But in my defense, it was self-defense. I was defending myself that night against 2 grown men. And I don't know what the motive was there. I just know that I went into survival mode. Yeah. And yeah, that got me here.
How is it like being out here homeless in Pomona? Is it dangerous out here?
Yes.
Well, what kind of dangers do you go through being out here homeless?
The first time I fell asleep out here, I woke up and there was a man, he had his whole hand inside my purse. Just 2 weeks ago, there was a young lady killed behind the Pet Boys there, and a few days later behind the Jack in the Box right here. Another one was attacked a few days later after that. So yeah, it's scary to be out here, especially after dark. And you know, because I'm alone, I'm not like hooked up with any guy and I'm not a man, it makes it a little harder on me.
What do you do out here to survive?
Survival is hard out here. A lot of panhandling, a lot of under-the-table jobs. People will pay me to come over and clean their house, or just little things, whatever I can get to make money. Yeah, that's what I do.
How do you get your food out here?
Now food, that's the easy part to come by. There's a pantry, a church pantry around the corner. They give out food daily.
Okay.
So yeah, that part's pretty easy.
Is that where all the local homeless go to?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Do you get harassed a lot by the police out here?
Definitely. At one point we were allowed to pitch tents on Commercial Street, and there's a particular officer that doesn't like me for some reason. I'm not sure why, but he's personally escorted me to jail 3 times. After hearing over the dispatch, you might as well cite her out there, because we're just gonna cite her out anyway, because he keeps taking me on an old warrant. And anything under a certain bond, they're not accepting right now because of the COVID. Yeah. So, and each time he's taken my belongings, everything I owned, and I never got them back again. And it's hard to reestablish and reacquire things when you're homeless. And he seems to enjoy it. And it's not just me, a lot of others. He's part of code enforcement. Yeah.
Do you have any family out here?
I have children, but they live in Riverside. They work, they have families. I don't really want to be a burden to them. Yeah. So other than that, I do have a few relatives out here, but even though they do have a place to live established, they're not doing so well, and I'm not going to come and invade that either. This is my life, and I'm responsible for it.
But you keep in contact with them?
Yes, definitely.
And they know about your current situation right now?
They do. And they help me when they can.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about substances? Do you mess with any substances?
I smoke a lot of weed. A lot of weed, but that's it, thank God, Because some people out here, their minds are blown. I walk down the street sometimes and I see people talking to themselves, just having a whole conversation with themselves. And now it's becoming that there's so many of them, I feel almost like I'm the abnormal one because I'm not talking to myself.
Yeah.
And it's really weird. So,
yeah, you see a lot of that up and down this
a
street.
lot, yeah, unfortunately, and sometimes they go on one and they can become violent, scary, just a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, where are you planning to sleep tonight? You say that you don't have, do you have a tent or you don't?
I do not, but I have a friend that sleeps in his car, and he's going to allow me to sleep there too as well tonight. So yeah, I'm okay tonight.
What do you do out here to keep safe?
Well, that's what you do.
Around?
You network. You form small circles, sort of people that are likewise, or that you have things in common with, and you bond. You become like a street family because you can't trust everybody out here.
Yeah.
But there's a small group of us that watch over each other. Yeah.
So you have a small group that watches out for you?
Yeah.
What's one of the worst experiences you've had being out here homeless?
Well, there's been quite a few. I've been chased before. Somebody will just go off. I don't know if it's due to drugs or they're angry about something else or whatever, and maybe they'll just start trying to hit people, or you get stolen from a lot. You better not turn your back for a second. And like I said, the first time I fell asleep out here, I woke up to somebody's whole hand in my purse. So yeah, you don't trust anybody out here completely. You can't trust completely, so because you're not safe. But that's pretty much what it is.
What's one of the nicest things someone has done for you out here in the streets?
Okay, there's a little smoke shop right down here.
Yeah.
And the lady, she was really good friends with my mom before my mom passed away. And she likes me a lot too. I like her as well. And it was really hot one day last summer. It's 104. And I was just sweating, and I was so hot, and I was on the brink of tears. Because you can't sit down in the shade out here. People will come out and tell you to leave in front of their establishment, or they'll call the police on you when you're just trying to duck away from the sun. Or if it's raining, the rain. They're heartless. And I walked in there upset, and she asked me what was wrong, and I told her. And she gave me $100 that day to go get a room. And she didn't have to, and she told me she didn't want me to pay her back. And that was beautiful because I know it came from her heart.
That's good. Bless her heart, man.
Yeah.
Bless her heart. All right, well, Amy, thank you for sharing your story. I really do appreciate it. Are you okay with me using this on my YouTube channel?
Yes.
And just in case some of my subscribers want to reach out to you, do you have any sort of email or anywhere where they can contact you if they have any sort of help, donations, or anything like that?
Yes, I do. I can give my email address.
Okay.
Okay.
If you want to just say it out. And
it's kind of funny though. It's queenbutterbean@gmail.com.
And how do you spell that?
Just queen, but instead of butter, it's butter with the A, and then bean@gmail.com. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.